the Pokemon community.
Here we go. The bed was far larger than he remembered it. That would be more or less his first thought. But now, how sleepy he was, the oddity of such an observation didn't click, and even as the young adult stretches out on all fours with a yawn. A tiny ember slips out as a result, striking the pillow to start up a small fire. Fang gives himself one blink before allowing the panic to seep in, a tiny yelp, as he fully tries to get on two. The result led to a sudden imbalance. The barely awake fellow falls back down on his side, stubby yellow limbs now visible before him, his limbs. What happened? Fang knows what he was looking at as the pillow burned, but he refused to believe it. He was a human who was sleeping in just last night. How on earth did he turn into a Finnegan? There's not even time to worry about that. The bed was about to set ablaze within just a few minutes. If he doesn't figure out something to do, if only being a fire type meant being able to put them out. Looking over the edge of the bed, he balked at the thought of jumping down, but he had no idea as how to put out the flames alone, even if means... What? Oh, even if it means his family will freak out, he's got to get their attention before the house literally burns to the ground. Fang peers over and hesitantly sticks a leg over. You gotta use over twice. Don't you think you're overusing that word? Finding the resolve, he lightly hops down and stumbles to landing. The Pokemon essentially crashed on his shoulder and rolling a few times, all the while groaning in pain. But it wasn't time to succumb to petty suffering. Luckily for the tiny fox, in its unaccustomed form, the door was left open for some reason. Rigidly returning on his feet, Fang limps out to find help. To his surprise, he finds that right outside was a Wii U setup with Pokken Tournament. A Riolu sitting right there with the Hori pad, and for $24.99 on hori.usa.com. And staring down at the gamepad monitor, the fighting type looks over to see who walked out. Who was it? His face lighting up with shocked pleasure. Hey, Fang, let's get a LAN rigged up for some matches, he greets. The Finnegan couldn't help but just stare for a bit longer, recognizing that voice, which didn't fit the Riolu's appearance at all. Zai, what are you doing here? How are you even playing? You just have paws. I know, aren't they adorable? Oh my god. We don't have time for this. I've actually set the bet. Yes, let's get ready for Pokken. Zai would respond, his enthusiasm cutting off Fang's words along with any hope that help for the bedroom crisis would come. We've got only a few weeks before overheat. We can't waste time. We go out for an adventure today. Before the Finnegan could muster a response to try to hammer in some sense into the situation, a Mewtwo teleports right before them. Team Grab, the infamous mutator bellows before going for the most obvious fell attempt in history on Zyflair. Of course it hits. Naturally, the Riolu teched it. Never mind. The face shifted the legendary out of the house. To be continued. Never leave me alone.